notice anything?
You've lost weight?
No, but it seems my lawn has.
Don't thank me. Only doing my job.
What does that mean?
The city was going to take all the stuff on your lawn away. Look, read it.
You read my mail?
Just this one letter.
That's not the point. It's an invasion of my privacy. It's one of the worst things you could do.
Oh, I suppose you wanted them to take the stuff off your lawn.
Dr. Benjamin Jeffcoat is advising of hazardous materials. They're not hazardous. They're disposed of them without further notice. This is probably Mrs. Schellenbach's doing. Now she'll see all the stuff is gone and she'll laugh her Neanderthal head off. Well, what did you do with it?
Oh, Andrew. Where do I start? I leapt into action, using my powers to save the elements of the precious experiment that would alter the destiny of humankind. I knew Caroline was in danger. I knew no one could help her but me. I transformed myself into Ultraman.
Everything's out of order. The wires are all crossed.
I think I remember how everything went.
Andrew, do me a favor. Don't think. Don't. I think if it is possible, it is even more messed up than it was before.
I could try it again.
You've done enough.
Dr. J, I was only trying to help.
I laughed as the goon's useless bullets bounced off me like tiddlywinks off a steel fortress. I transformed myself into Ultraman. Yes, well, I'm sorry to trouble you, but I thought you might be a bit more objective than I am.
Why don't you have a seat?
Thanks.
Now, what is it that's troubling you, Mrs. Clemens?
Well, Andrew has always been into comic books. But now I think he may have gone too far. I think he's losing touch. I mean, he's writing events in his diary that couldn't possibly have happened the way he describes them.
You read your son's diary?
No, no. Of course not. I don't read my son's diary. Well, it was an accident. Anyway, I'm worried that this little world of superheroes that he lives in is becoming real to him.
You read something by accident?
Perhaps we can get to my problems another time. Right now, let's just concentrate on Andrew.
Well, Andrew is a very energetic student. He may not always have his homework done on time, but he certainly has creative ways to get around it. He has a wonderful imagination.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Well, if you're really concerned about this, the school retains a psychiatrist who comes in whenever there's a student who has a problem. I can make an appointment for Andrew with Dr. Fox.
I don't really know how he'll react to that.
So who's coming to dinner?
His name is Mr. Fox. I'm selling him a house.
You mean like when you get your car filled up with gas, you get a free dish?
No. He's new in town and he's living alone, so I thought it might be nice to have him over.
Uh-huh. The way to a man's heart, right?
Andrew, it's nothing like that.
Sure, Mom. You just leave it to me. I won't even slurp my soup.
So, how do you kids like your school?
It's okay, but recess isn't long enough.
Oh, how long would you like it to be, honey?
Well, there's so many classes in between that I sometimes forget what me and my friends were talking about.
My friends and I.
That happens to you too?
What about you, Andrew? What do you think about school?
I think a boy can get no finer education than the one he receives from his mother. Especially if the boy happens to have a mother like mine, who's kind, sharing, and loving to a fault.
Thank you, Andrew.
Tell me, Andrew, what kind of hobbies does a boy like you have?
Comic books, baseball, and trying to keep my mother's boyfriend's name straight.
Comics. Oh, yes. I used to love them when I was a kid.
Yeah? Who was your favorite?
Spider-Man. Definitely Spider-Man. You know, I used to have these great adventures where I would pretend I was him.
I used to know someone who did that.
Really?
Yeah. His parents sent him to a shrink.
Why is it every time I... Oh. Hello, Aaron.
Hi, Dr. Jeffcott.